All right, Legally Friends, episode 6. I'm Zach, joined by my sister-in-laws, Emily and Amy. We're in-laws, but we didn't pick each other. But I'd say after this week, we're still friends. This was a interesting week post episode 5. We'll do a quick debrief on last week, talk about how things went over after the podcast was over. We'll also talk about a little bit of online dating with Amy, and then do some pop culture updates and finish with some good write-ins for the jury. A lot of people had
Judge and
questions this
jury.
week. It's going to be good. All right. Debrief from this week. What did you want to say, Emily? Go for
Let's
it.
get into it, Zach. So we did the podcast. As you could probably tell, there was some not great feelings after.
There was some tension.
Rachel and Zach ended up getting on a phone call and had 3-hour phone call with Megan. And I feel like you guys are in a good place now.
Yeah, I'd say we got it resolved.
I feel like that phone call needed to be had 3 years ago.
I agree.
I would agree. And not just on my part. A lot of people think it was just my own feelings. I think there was also stuff that needed to be talked about between Megan and Rachel.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
I thought that was good. It was good we got it out there, I think. So what happened is I texted her the day after and said I wanted to call and apologize to her because I did agree I was a little too dramatic, and I don't know. I didn't want to be that way. I didn't think it was going to go that way, but it ended up that way. So I felt bad. I apologize for acting like that, especially since we brought her on the podcast and she was here, as our guest. And so when I apologized, that's when we started getting into a lot more stuff. And so I think we were able to get it all out on the table, and I think it ended in a good spot. And so I think we all understand where we were coming from, which I think, as everyone agrees, we're all coming from a good space trying to help Megan, but we just had a lot of miscommunication in how we were doing that.
I think this is a good lesson for a lot of different family dynamics. Don't hold on to things. And we're really, really good at that in our family usually. But if you can just get it out there and talk about it and have the conversation, I think it's going to help.
I can't. Your lips are so distracting. It's all I
Thank
can
you for
look
calling that out.
Genuinely, it's all I can look at. I can't hear a word you're saying. It's just your lips.
Okay, you guys, I got my lips done yesterday. They are so freaking swollen.
Let's come back to that. Let's finish this, though. Then we'll roast you on your lips.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, I think it's a good lesson for all families. Just talk about things. Do not sweep things under the rug because it just builds and builds and builds. And as you could see from our podcast, this had built over years and they had never talked about it. So I feel like it was really good that you and Rachel were able to talk about that, get that off your chest. You guys both apologized to each other. And I think it was eye-opening.
I'd say my family dynamic, we are not that way.
How is your family dynamic?
All my siblings were so far apart where I think reach around 6 years apart. And so we've always been in different phases of life, right? So it's tough to sometimes be like, oh, can we talk about this and really go deep into something? Because we're all doing so many different things. I only really remember living mostly with my brother that's just directly above me and a little bit my sister. Like my oldest brother was 18 when I was born, right? So I come from a different background where I never was throwing everything out for everyone to talk about. That's not how we really operated. It's kind of like sweep it under the rug or just get over it and eventually we'll be good, as time passes.
But Amy and I are 10 years apart and we were always so close. Like when I moved out to go to college, she was so sick because she was so sad.
Literally fell ill that my best friend was leaving because I would sleep with Emily every night. And I always looked up to her. I would watch her. She had her little chocolate green slider phone and she would text so fast on that, like all her boyfriends. And then she would put her phone down and she'd read 2 verses in the scriptures. And I was like, wow.
I was righteous. I was so righteous.
The 2 verses.
No, you literally fell ill. We were 10 years apart, but we were still so close.
Yeah, when Emily left, I was like, I'm left with a monster because Megan was at dance and Rachel was this moody teenager who's in middle school. She hated me. I was the annoying little sister. And my mom always tried to make Rachel babysit, and Rachel was like, "Ew, no, I'm not babysitting." I mean, I get it, like, I respect it, but I was like, "Oh, it's just me and Rachel now," like, it was devastating for me. But now me and Rachel are besties. Like, we weren't besties like me and Emily were. Me and Emily have always been besties. Me and Rachel, I say, didn't become besties until, like, she got married to Drew.
Yeah, but those lips though. Yo, like, what were you thinking?
You guys.
happened?
Okay, so I haven't had lip filler in 5 years. So I was like, "You know what? I'm doing some other things in a few weeks, which we'll get into on, I think, in the next podcast or maybe in 2 more." But I was feeling like I need a little refresh. You guys, I'm 37. I'm feeling like an
Damn.
old hag. I truly think I'm having a midlife crisis. Like, I'm just feeling like blah. So I got my Botox refreshed yesterday. I got my lips done. They will go down. These are so freaking swollen. They had a heartbeat in them last night. Like, it was so painful.
Did you ice them?
Yeah, and I freaking took a Percocet last night because I was in so much pain.
You took a perky?
I freaking took a
Oh, chill.
You guys, they were throbbing.
How many shots did you? I
it
know
is
nothing
painful.
about this. I've had Botox for migraines. I know how
Yeah.
painful that can be. But in the lips, I imagine is
Let me just tell you,
extremely painful.
Botox is nothing compared to the pain during lip filler. And they gave me dental blocks, so I was fully numb, but it's still like I was crying. It was still so painful.
Yeah, and even the dental block hurts because they still have to, like, numb all around.
They literally give you
thing.
shots in your gums, all up here, all down here. And I had laughing gas, and I still was in so much pain. But
It's painful.
I only do it every 3 to 5 years. So it's like, it's fine.
How often do other people do it? Is that like something you do?
I think some people do it once a year, but I try to space it out because I don't want to. Let me tell you why I did it. So, 1, I'm having my midlife crisis about feeling old. 2, Rachel, she's such a brat. We did our podcast, and on the last podcast, my face was zoomed up like this because I was having.
You were not looking your best.
I looked chopped. And Rachel was like, "Okay, your makeup is awful." So yesterday, Rachel and I had a makeup tutorial. She taught me how to do my makeup in a different way, which I think it looks good. And then she was like, "You have got to get filler and like outline that, like the Cupid's bow and like do some things with your lips." So I was like, "Okay, fine." So I did that. And then I re-got my Botox because I was like a wrinkly mess up here.
You were a little wrinkly.
So I got this. I'm getting a big surgery in a few weeks that we'll talk more about in a couple more podcasts, but I'm just ready for like a full refresh.
You know, in a couple podcasts, I will ask more questions because I understand you guys are saying that beauty or pain is beauty. You guys say that a lot.
Beauty is
Beauty
pain.
is pain.
Beauty is pain. I do not understand why you all put yourself through some of these things.
Do you want us to be cute or ugly?
But I think people would say you're cute now.
It's just enhancing your natural beauty. That's all lip filler does. It just makes your lips a little bit bigger, a little plumpier.
They're out of control right now. Okay, they're out of control.
Well, they're gonna go down. This is day 2.
Yeah. Day 2,
They're gonna go
they're
down.
pretty good for day 2.
We're all praying they go.
I just can't get over because your lips, when you talk, your top lip goes this way and your bottom lip goes this way.
I know. Why is it doing that?
It'll stop. It'll be fine.
Yeah, the inner tubes will come down.
Which, speaking of, people roast me about my lips,
I'm sure I
Sorry.
get roasted.
which I think is just, I just think it's rude. I think they look really good.
Well, when's the last time you had your lips done?
Oh, it's been like 5 or 6 years.
Will you do them again? You said you want to dissolve them.
I want to dissolve them and start over because I just feel like they are a little big, especially from the side. Let's give a side profile.
This is my
Outfit.
favorite side. The side profile of Amy in her art
Well,
is the best.
Is the best.
It's when my RBF comes out is when my lips, because I like, and my natural resting position is I like put my head back. And so then it's like my double chin with my lips and it's like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's just like not cute. So I've been really trying to work on not having that be my natural resting position. I'm trying to like extend, but I haven't had my lips done for 5 years.
I do think that, oh my heck, they are doing that. What is happening? I do think that you should dissolve them and start completely over.
I know, I really want to. I'm just such a scaredy cat.
Does it hurt?
It hurts. I heard dissolving your lips hurts so
It
bad.
burns. It burns.
Like, what do they do?
They put like dissolver in your lips to break down and get rid of all the filler that's been in my lips for 5 years.
Like an acid? They just like inject it to eat it away?
As long as you have that and laughing gas and dental blocks, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm
It's a lot. Yeah, you said that like it was nothing. As long as you have like a couple.
as long as
easy
you have
narcotics,
all of
you'll be
those.
okay.
Yeah, no, and also I just need to wait until I'm done with Accutane
Yeah, you do.
because I just feel like everything's worse when you're on Accutane.
Well, your face looks gorgeous.
My
Yeah,
skin
I
is
said that
looking
yesterday.
a million times
It
better than
is.
it was, so.
You look
Yeah.
amazing.
So we've already kind of flowed into our typical opening statements because we're talking a lot about what's going on in our lives right now. But Amy, I did hear, or actually you told me you just got onto Raya.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did.
Let's hear about it. How's it been?
It's good, like, there are, like, some, like yeah.
How long did it take you to get on Raya, and like what was the process?
Oh.
Not everybody can get on Raya.
No, okay,
And
so
explain what it is because people
Okay.
might not even know.
okay, so Raya is a dating app that you have to pay for, and you have to apply to be on it, and they have to approve you.
It's like for celebrities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what they say, it's, like, for celebrities, but anyone can
It's
get
not
on it, like
really, but yeah.
no. Like, I applied in, like, I think legit, like, 2019 or 2020, and I just got on this year. But, like, my one friend, we applied for it at the same time. She got on, like, 2 weeks later. They probably get so many applications anyway that they're just like, "Whatever." But, yeah, I finally got on. It's been interesting. There's some hotties.
Any boys in Utah?
No, not any.
That's
They
the
come to
problem.
Utah.
Like, how are you
They-
supposed to meet them?
Well, this is the thing. They offer to fly me out, but I'm like, "Sir, you don't know that I'm, like, an innocent Mormon girl who doesn't drink, and I'm a virgin. I'm not gonna do it with you." So it's like, why are you I don't even respond to the guys who are like, "Fly me out," because I'm like,
Yeah.
"You don't wanna fly me out, sweetie. Sorry. I
They're
don't
gonna
need
be.
I'm not doing anything with you."
But then, like,
So-
what's the point? What's the point? If you're not gonna like
Yeah.
go out with these guys, what's the point?
I don't know what the point is. I will say, like, being on Raya versus being on Hinge, there are way cuter guys on Raya, and I'm like, "Why do I not live in these places that they're at?" Like, there are some hotties out there.
Well, maybe you should move.
I will say, they have really cute guys in Dallas.
Well, you will have a room to stay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know, we'll see.
I haven't been swiping on Raya for you because I haven't been there. But we used to swipe for you on Hinge a lot. And Emily, you did too, right?
Yeah, and you know who loves to swipe for her? Cannon.
Who?
Cannon. And Cannon
Oh,
Cannon especially loves Raya because you see, like, some NFL players
Yeah.
and some NBA players. And he's like, "Oh, you should match with him." And I'm like, "That's great." And then they're like, "Let me fly you out to this city. I'll be traveling there for a game." And I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
Sorry.
Amy will be over for Sunday dinner, and Cannon will be like, "Amy, let's put on Raya. Turn on Hinge. Let's look at it."
Cannon thinks all the guys on Hinge are chopped, and they kind of are. And then you go to Raya, and it's just, like, athletes.
Who's the Fox News guy that we thought was really cute?
I'm devastated, like, literally devastated.
What?
Well, because I matched with him, and then I wrote him, and he never wrote me back.
What's his name?
who is it?
I'm
He-
scared.
Why? He already denied you.
Well, it's
It's
just like,
Bill. Bill something.
yeah, it's
Bill Belichick?
No, isn't that the Patriots coach?
Yeah. He has like a 24-year-old girlfriend.
It's Bill. I don't know how to say his last name. It's like
Oh,
I have to
Let's look
read
at
it.
Mel Gugin. Is
Mel
he
Ewing?
not beautiful?
You guys, I like genuinely I love him. I think he's so cute. And he is darling. I'm obsessed and I love like I love him. I love the Fox News hotties. He's a Fox News
He
hottie.
is a Fox News hottie big time. He's cute.
Here's the thing. I have the world's biggest crush on
Bill
Bill
Hemmer.
Hemmer. But he's like 65. So I was like, "Oh, Bill melds you in or however the you say your last name. You're a young Bill."
okay. Hypothetical. He messaged you back today. He says, I'll fly you out Amy, come on over.
I would fly out to New York for Bill Meljuin or whatever the heck his last name.
For sure.
Okay, okay.
Bye. Yeah,
Hear me out.
I'll be in New York.
He flies you out, takes you to dinner. Amy, let's go back to my apartment, as he usually does. What are you doing?
I would go to his apartment. I would not do anything with him. I would be like, Bill, I am a righteous Christian woman. It's going to be more than just a first date to get anywhere near this. So, Bill, if you're listening, you can still DM me. I'm still interested.
Bill.
Did he read it? Did he read it? Or is it unread?
No, I don't know. It doesn't give you read receipts. And this, mind you, this is back from Christmas.
Yeah,
Because
you're deep in that threaded chain. I mean, that chain of messages.
I
mean,
messaged
he's
him.
gorgeous.
Maybe you should just like send a little, hey, following up on this.
I said, Bill, how was your Christmas? That was
Say-
December 28th.
Follow up with, hey, Bill, how was your Valentine's Day?
I'm like, Bill, why didn't we celebrate together?
All right, enough with Bill. What about any bad guys? Any weird messages on Hinge or Raya? Because I feel like people are getting really sick. The dating apps are kind of getting crazy.
Hinge is by far the worst. Raya, this is the thing with Raya. You match, and 9 times out of 10, you unmatch. So with Raya, you have 1 week to message each other, or your match goes away, and then you're like back into the system.
I don't understand the app thing. Why would I match with someone and then just let it sit there?
I'm sure all these guys are like used to girls throwing themselves at them, and like, I'm not gonna do that. And so, like, I have unmatched with so many people just because like a week has gone by and he didn't message me, I didn't message him. So bye bye.
Do you ever message first?
If it's somebody like really cute, I will message first. Like, I message a certain someone first. Zach, you know.
Who? Oh,
He's an NHL player, and now he doesn't play NHL anymore. Now he's a commentator. I was like, Biz, when are you coming? When are you coming to Utah? And he was like, March. And I was like, okay, I'll be here. Message me.
he's gonna say, "Here's my room at the Grand America. I'll lend you a key."
And I'm like, okay, I'm on my way.
I have heard horror stories about hockey players. Hockey players are they're some horny boys.
I know for professional athletes, it's literally, I'll message a girl, I'm coming to the city. Here's my room number. Get a key at the front desk. I'll meet you in my room. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, I won't be doing that. If he wants to take me to like Ruth's Chris or else STK, I'll be there. I won't be in his room though.
Here's my new thing for you, Amy. Have you seen Wuthering Heights?
No, I really don't have an interest to.
Okay, it is so good. Like, first off, go see it just for like the costumes and the setting.
I don't want to be depressed though.
Okay, but Yearning is back. Yearning is back in 2026.
What the hell does that mean?
Yearning, you yearn for somebody.
Like, he's like,
You're not
obsessed with you. He needs you. He can't breathe without you. Yearning.
We need to find a guy that is a yearning for you. Bill needs to yearn. Paul
Bill
needs to
needs to yearn. Yeah. And they're not going to because they have just like all these hoes throwing themselves at them.
But like, that's not good. You want to yearn for somebody, not just like, oh, I can get whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. So that's why I'm also on Hinge because it's like a little more realistic. They're like regular.
So what's the
sales.
date? Do you have a date?
No, okay. So let me tell you something.
Sheesh.
Nothing grinds my gears more than effing Hinge.
Mhm.
Because honestly, actually, no, I take it back. It's just as bad as Raya or whatever because again, they have all these girls in their Hinge DMs. I have written 6 guys. 6. Have any of them written me back? No, it's been days.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
They are not yearning. They're not yearning.
Have you been on a Hinge date before though?
Yeah.
How was it? Like, because I feel like, is it just a hookup app now? Like, because Tinder used to be that, and now it's transitioned maybe to Hinge, or no?
It depends. Like, I have a friend. Actually, I don't know if she does it anymore, but she used to use Hinge as like a hookup. Like, she would like go get like a drink with these guys. And when I say drink, I mean like they go get a Diet Coke at Maverick. And then she would bring him back to her house and they'd watch a movie in her bed and they'd make out. I don't use it for that. I've gone on a few Hinge dates. I get very nervous. I'm very paranoid. So unless I know somebody who knows them and can vouch for them, I'm not just going on like a complete blind date.
So if you have been watching the news at all this week, you have heard about BYU receiver Parker Kingston. And I am heartbroken over this. I think it is so sad, but like we said with being careful with the apps, it sounds like from the news, and this is alleged because I don't know, that it was kind of like a one-time meeting situation. Like they hadn't hung out before, and it was like, I guess she said she had put boundaries up before they met, and then he crossed the boundaries. I don't know. The whole thing is sad, but just like with Hinge and dating and stuff, you have to be so careful.
Yeah, you can
For
never
sure.
be too careful. I have to know somebody who knows them and they have to vouch for them. But also in Utah, it's such a big thing. If they like ask you on a date, they need to come to your house and pick you up. Which in other places, they don't do that. Like they, especially for the first date, they will go meet at like a coffee shop or a restaurant, whatever.
That is so much smarter. Do not have them come to your house. I don't like it.
That's why a lot of times I have them come pick me up at my parents' house because I'm like, I'd rather you come pick me up at my parents' house than somewhere where I live with just like a bunch of girls. Like, there's no one to protect me there.
And you've had kind of like a weird experience. Like we can delete this if you don't want this said. But Amy went out with a guy that is like this BYU guy. He's like has everything that you would think that would be an upstanding guy. And he sent her some really creepy, weird messages.
It's hard because it's like, as a girl, it's like, yeah, you can say you're putting up a boundary and he can agree to it till he's blue in the face, but there's nothing actually stopping him from doing something. So if he is that kind of guy,
It's actually so scary.
speaking of scary things that just happened, I have a scary story and it like genuinely shook me to my core. And it happened this morning. Okay, so Shannon works at the temple once a week, and her shift is like 6 a.m. So she has to get there at like 5 a.m. It's pitch black. And if any of you know Michael, he is like an elephant. He stomps around. He's so loud. So all of a sudden, I hear like this, like, and then my door flings open at 4 a.m. It's pitch black, and all I see is just a flashlight. I literally shot up so fast, and I go, "Oh!" And Michael, I didn't know it was Michael because I couldn't see, and Michael goes, "Where are the keys?" And I was just having a dream about Nancy Guthrie, and, like, when she was getting kidnapped, I was in the house, and I was trying to hide, and so I was like, I thought it was I was, like, still in my dream, and I was just, like, sitting up, like, looking, and I can't see, it's just a light, and he's like, "Where are the keys? Where are they? Where are they? I have to take mom to the temple." And I was like, "I I don't even know, like, I can't even think," and he was like, "No, seriously, like, where are the keys? Go get me the keys." And I was like, "Okay, here," and then he walked away. Our power had gone out, so he couldn't she c my mom couldn't get out of the garage. It was so scary. I sat in bed, and my heart was racing, and I was like at 4 a.m., mind you, it's literally 4:30, and I was like, I thought someone was coming to get me.
Okay. Anyway, back to the dating apps. Because I remember when I would swipe for you,
Yeah.
there were some
It's like a fun little
funny
game.
things,
Yeah.
especially on Hinge because you can do the voice recordings. People try and show off their singing
Oh,
That's
and
yeah.
all their
distracting.
random talents.
If I could give any boys some tips who are on Hinge, don't do a voice memo thing because 10 times out of 10, the girls are either with all their friends or they're with their family and they're playing it and they're all making fun of you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's been some bad ones.
Yeah. So just like don't do that ever.
Okay.
Especially if you're going to sing. Don't sing. That is like my biggest. If they have a voice note, I love to click on it because it's just like you're just like cringing for them. And like you know that they re listened to that 7 times and they're like, yep, that's the one. Upload. So it's just like, no, that wasn't the one actually. Other red flags are when okay, because I'm old. I'm 28 now. So my dating is like I think I have my dating from like 27 to 38. And when they are like 36 years old and on Hinge it says like what they're looking for and it's either like long term, short term, or like figuring out their dating goals. Everyone is figuring out their dating goals to short term. Sorry? What? You're 35. What else do you need to figure out? So if a guy says, like, figuring out my dating goals, X, he could be the hottest GQ model X.
I agree. I don't like that.
What if it's Bill?
But what if it's Bill?
Bill can do no wrong. Bill's okay. You know? I'll figure out our dating goals together with him as we navigate this relationship. Yeah, so also if they're below 6 foot, X, bye.
That is not fair.
Zach, were you old enough or are you young enough that you have did you have the dating apps?
Absolutely. I was out at Brown University by my lonesome in my room, trying to swipe, trying to find a little Mormon girl up in the Northeast.
Were you on Hinge or were you on Mutual?
I was on Mutual.
Because
Which is the Mormon dating app.
started.
Yeah. Mutual is the Mormon dating app, and it's rough.
Don't even
It's
get me
rough.
started on
Is it
Mutual.
bad?
It's so bad. Like, so bad.
So back
That's why everyone's on Hinge.
in my day, I met all my boyfriends through Facebook.
I mean, hey, that's how I got married.
Amy, maybe you need to get Facebook back.
No. I have Instagram. No one my age uses Facebook.
Know what
Good
I've
for
been
them.
really surprised? Because I had Instagram for one reason, and that was to message chicks.
Mm.
And I went through Amy's messages. Like, no one's messaging you. I don't get it. Like,
No.
what are guys doing?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are we all just trying to be influencers now, and that's all we care about with Instagram?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I don't know.
Amy, if I was a guy, I'd want to date you.
Thanks. That really means a lot coming from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And there are guys who probably look at my profile and they're like, ew, red flag.
They're like, ooh, she's a horse girl.
Yeah.
Probably. There's like
Or
this
they-
weird stigma with horse girls, and I don't really get it.
I mean, it's the girls that have like the fake pony and they're like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
the
seen
hobby
those?
horses?
yeah.
Yeah, I actually saw a girl yesterday. I was driving to Swig. She was walking her stuffed animal horse, and I was like,
Oh.
sweetie,
Okay.
go to
No.
the barn down the street and just go pet a real horse.
What a sweetie.
No, maybe she's allergic. Okay. Maybe she has some reason. But
Maybe.
red flag with yours though, if I was swiping through and I saw all of your designer stuff, I'd be like, left, high maintenance.
I mean, I can see
Designer stuff.
I can see that that would be a red flag, but for a loser,
I
because
don't even have.
you don't
Should
want
we
to
pull
like
up-
reach for the stars?
Should we pull up my?
No, I can't afford it, so I'm not gonna be able to make her happy.
I don't have any designer stuff like showing.
No, yours is good. You've made it better, to be honest.
Well, because I deleted it for what, 2 months, and then I had to re-get it back.
Emily, do you have any bad date stories? What was your worst date?
Okay, so I have a really bad dating story, and this may be a trigger warning for somebody. So I'm just putting here trigger warning. So I was dating this guy in college. He was like my first college boyfriend, return missionary, like good guy. And we had dated for a couple months, and we went on a date one night, and I had really bad period cramps. So I was like, do you have any Advil? Mind you, I'm 18. I am so naive. Okay. Well, no, I was barely 19. So naive. And he's like, yeah, here, take this. So I like take these 2 pills. I actually think I took 3 pills.
No, you didn't.
I did. I thought it was Advil. And we go into Chili's, and I'm sitting on a booth right here. He's across from me. And I start feeling so weird. And I'm like aware, and I look at him and I go, I don't feel good. And I go, bam. And the back of my head hits the back of the booth. Mind you, I'm aware the whole time. I can't move my body. I could not lift my arm up. So I remember he throws cash down on the thing, and he picks me up like a baby like this and takes me out to his truck. And I could see the fear in his eyes. Like, it scared him. And as he's carrying me, I just have tears streaming down my face because I cannot move. So he takes me to his truck. He drives me to my apartment in King Henry in Provo. Shout out King Henry. Everyone knows what that is. Carries me up to my room and sitting in the family when we go up are my 2 roommates and their boyfriends who happen to be my home teachers. So if you're like Mormon, home teachers are like basically these guys that just kind of, I don't know, watch out for you and they'll like visit you. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, my home teachers always took out my garbage.
Yeah, like they're just guys that are kind of like assigned to you within the church that like will help.
Just make sure you're doing okay.
Yeah. So I just remember seeing them and they're like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And he locks my door and shuts the door. And they start pounding on the door. Mind you, I don't think he was gonna do anything to me, like, genuinely. I remember, like, my eyes were open. He did not try to do anything to me, like, at all. But the door was locked. I think he was scared because I think he thought, "Oh, I'll give her this for her cramps." Turns out they were muscle relaxers. I took
He
3.
took 3.
I weighed, like, what, 115 pounds, a 19-year-old girl. They break down the door, and they're, like, screaming at him. I'm laying on my bed crying. I can't move. And this went on for they almost called the police on him, and he was like, "It was a mistake. I accidentally gave her this, da 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 da." Whatever. I have genuinely never been so scared in my life because I had 0 control of my body. I could not lift my arm, but he did not try anything. But that could have been a really bad situation. So, like, from then on, I was always so careful about any medication that I took from anybody, like, obviously, I've taught my kids that, don't take any medication from anybody, even if you think it's Advil. You just don't know, and that could have been a really scary situation.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Luckily, he seemed like a good guy and it was just a genuine mistake, but
Yeah.
it's kinda scary to think how easy that is to mess with someone, and
It could have been.
terrible.
I think about it now, and I think about Capri, and I'm like, "That could have been so bad."
That is so scary. So scary.
So that's my
That is
craziest dating story.
That's kinda tough to top there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have, like, a lighter one if you wanna hear a
Let's
Yeah,
hear
let's hear it.
it. Let's hear
Let's
it.
hear it. And I have a lighter one too, so I'll go after.
This was, like, years and years and years ago. I think this was, like, right after I graduated high school, so, like, 2017. Ugh, I'm aging myself. Anyway, so I'm going out with this boy, and he takes me to this restaurant in Provo, and it's like a nicer restaurant. It's not like Cubby's, but it's not like
What was it?
Pizzeria 712.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a good spot.
Yeah, so
Good spot.
yeah, so it's like a nicer restaurant, super cute, whatever. Anyway, so they have, like, these, like, U-shaped booths. So, of course, we get the U-shaped booth, and I'm, like, in my head, I'm like, "Ugh, it's my worst nightmare, like, why couldn't we just have sat at the table with the 2 chairs?" So we're at the U-shaped booth, and, like, I'm already, like, kind of, like, nervous on a first date, like, I'm a little more reserved, so it's like, I don't really wanna sit next to you. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't wanna sit next to you, I don't know
It's
you.
awkward.
Yeah, it's just, like, no one on a first date wants to sit next to it's like, just sit across, like, anyway. So, we sit down, we're, like, chatting, whatever, he was, like, such a nice guy, and then we get our food, and all of a sudden, he, like, is kinda, like, going like this, and I was like, "Oh," like, as I'm, like, cutting my pizza so I can eat it, I'm like, "Oh, like, why is he, like, going like this?" Then I look down, I see his bare toes.
Bare
He was
toes.
sitting crisscross applesauce. He took his shoes off and had his bare toes out.
The dogs were out.
The dogs were loose, and
No.
for those of you who know me, I hate feet. Like, I don't even like my feet. I don't like feet. I don't wanna see your feet. Like, oh.
Not only were the dogs out, they were touching your thigh.
No.
And I was, like, slowly, like
Did you have jeans on or, like, were you shorts?
no, I had jeans on. This was, like, in the winter time.
Okay, I didn't.
And I was, like, trying to, like, scoot over, and I'm, like, still trying to cut my pizza. I've lost all appetite at this point, and he's like, "Do you like your pizza?" I'm like, "Uh-huh," as I'm, like, making eye contact with his toe.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, and he was such a nice guy, and, I mean, he's married now, he has
still think
kids.
you should have given him another chance, Amy.
I mean, maybe, but, like, I couldn't come back from the toes.
That was
I
bad. That was bad.
I mean, this goes back to, I think, our first episode. When Amy has a bad experience with somebody, it is done. There's no coming back.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, the toe guy,
Yeah, that's
Goodbye.
a nasty one.
no
Goodbye.
more for the toe guy. Bye-bye. But the pizza was good. So if you're ever in Utah, go to Pizzeria 712.
That place is great. Mine's kind of gross too. This was when I was at Snow College, and there's this girl I had talked to a couple times. She was really cool. I thought she was funny, but she was super outdoorsy. And so she was from the area, and so she wanted to take me somewhere. And so I get in her car, we drive like 30 minutes up into the mountains, so we're like literally in the middle of nowhere. She sets up a hammock, and we were laying in the hammock. And then all of a sudden she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And it is pitch black outside, except for the headlights from her car. And she gets out of the hammock, walks maybe like 10, 15 feet away, like behind a tree, and just starts peeing. Just right there. I was like, "What's going on?" Because I can hear it. Like, I can hear her peeing right
Weird
next to her.
stream.
I could hear the stream.
Oh,
And
that's
I was
good.
like and then she
Oh,
comes it
sweet.
back, just kinda hops back in the hammock, and we're just, like, right back to normal.
Did she hold your hand?
Did she, like, have tissues with her? Like, how did she wipe? Did she use a leaf?
I don't
Was she
know.
drip dry?
Did she hold your hand after?
Um,
Did you, like, like, touch your face, and were you like
yeah, because we had kissed before that, and then
Oh,
after
it wasn't
that
a first date.
no, it was a first date.
You just said you had kissed before that.
No, like, during that date, before she
Oh.
it was when you guys were, like, taking a break from making it?
yeah, yeah, and then she took a little pee, came back, and I was like,
She's like, "Hey, I'm ready to go."
but the best part is, so that date ended, and, like, she was really nice, like, she's just way more outdoorsy than me, but then so my best friend then goes out with her a couple weeks later, and she does the exact same thing. Takes she goes
Oh.
up to the same spot, they get in the hammock, and then she goes and pees in the woods. Exact same thing.
Zach, do you know what I just remembered?
So funny. What?
Oh my gosh. I just remembered you were engaged before Megan.
Yes, I was.
I forgot about that. We're gonna have to hear that story sometime.
Yeah, I like to just let people live in peace, you know? We don't need to bring it back up.
We want all the
They're all happy.
details.
They're happy, I'm happy, it's all good.
That's good. That's
But-
good.
Well, you don't have to, like, call her out.
One day we'll get into it.
Okay, we'll get into it one day.
We talked a lot about dating on this episode. All right, that's enough for the dating.
Okay.
Pop culture, there really is not much going on right now.
Okay, well, I have
feel
a
like
couple
there's a
things.
lot.
I have a few things.
Okay, you start. I had some stuff, but let's hear it.
Okay, I'm just
What we
gonna
got?
say two things. Tell Me Lies
Yeah.
finale was incredible. It ended perfectly. And you guys should watch it.
Didn't it?
I loved how it ended.
Yeah, I also
Say
sent you a
watch
screenshot.
it. I don't even watch it, and I didn't even like how it ended.
It ended amazing.
He
Yeah.
should have, like, died or something.
Okay. I loved
Can
it.
I read the alert I got that I sent you?
Yeah, read it.
It says, "Tell Me Lies series finale now streaming. Are you happy now that I'm on my knees?" Oh,
Okay,
Like-
well, that, like, has nothing to do with the episode.
all right. But that was the alert they gave.
Well, I don't know, but it was an incredible ending. And Wuthering Heights, incredible. You guys are so annoying with shows that you won't go watch them. Taylor hated Wuthering Heights, though. Hated. He was like,
Yeah, I'm just like, if it doesn't end happy, I don't want to go watch it.
well, Margot Robbie is literally perfect.
No, she is.
And
Jacob Elordi is so hot. But, like, I don't want to see
I'm just
a
like,
bad story.
now that we're done with Stephen DeMarco on Tell Me Lies, I'm ready for Nate on Euphoria. I'm so ready for another toxic man to take over my screens.
You know, I never watched Euphoria either.
So
that was
good.
too much.
It is a lot,
Not-
but I love it.
I tried to watch, I think, the first episode, and I was like, ew.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Heavy.
I can't wait for the toxic. I can't wait for Nate. I love Jacob Elordi. And yeah. Okay, what other pop culture things do you have?
Well, are you guys caught up on Traitors?
Almost.
The things that I would do for Rob.
Rob. Okay, are he and Mara together?
Boston Rob is the best.
Not Boston Rob. Love him. But we're talking about Rob Roush, or however you say his last name. I genuinely would do anything for that man. But this is the thing, I don't love this season because there's not enough gameplay. All of the faithfuls left suck. They have no idea what's going on. They're all dumb.
The one guy, that he's a traitor now. What's his
Wait,
name?
Eric, but
Eric.
he still has no idea what's going on.
I will say this season with Boston Rob with all the gameplay was better.
I want to see more gameplay.
So I actually went back and watched Survivor Season 8 where Boston Rob and Amber meet because I remember, like, when I was watching this season with Boston Rob, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love him. So I went back and watched Season 8 with them. And the gameplay and everything on Survivor is so superior. They've got to do something with Traitors where we bring more of the gameplay in.
Yeah, they need to have it be, like, more strategic than just, like, these weird challenges, and then they all go home, and they all are just, like, shooting in the dark about who the traitors are.
It is missing in something.
Yeah, it's like this season, Rob had the dagger.
Yeah.
He didn't even use it, and then that one Natalie chick was like, "Rob, just tell everyone you have it." I don't even know why she did that. Back to my whole thought, I would do anything for Rob, and I think that is the problem. Everyone is just so blinded by how hot he is that they're like, "He's so hot, he can't be a traitor."
And is he dating Mara?
No, there's rumors that he's dating a girl in Arkansas.
I need to get caught up, but I do agree there's definitely an element missing, and Survivor is far superior of a gameplay. Zach, have you gotten any progress on trying to get on Survivor?
No, you're in charge of getting us on Survivor.
Speaking of shows that we wanna get on, I need to get on Love Island UK.
Absolutely.
Only the UK series.
Yeah,
I
that's
won't
superior.
I won't do USA and I won't do Australia. I wanna do UK. So if anyone out there knows anybody who can get me on Love Island UK, call me.
You don't have the
Oh.
accent, though.
She can fake it.
Who cares? There were Americans in the All-Stars Philip
That's true.
Okay.
right now.
Well, the accent's my favorite part.
I feel like I kind of do a good accent. So when we were in Borough Market, we're talking to this guy. He's cutting us fresh cheese so we can have like a baguette with cheese. And me and Emily are like trying to do an accent, and we were like, our accent's good. And he was like, yours, he pointed at me. He was like, yours is like decent. And he was like, yours is the worst accent I've ever heard in my life.
That's funny.
And we were like, yeah, that checks out.
He did tell
Emily-
me it was the worst. You said we've got a bunch of judge and jury this week, and I'm excited to hear these stories.
Yeah, I was about to get into it. Okay, for the judge and jury, my daughter is getting married. Financially, we've never been in a worse place. COVID almost bankrupted us and we lost our business. His family is very wealthy. Our kids are young and LDS. Do I get out a loan for the wedding?
No.
No. Don't go into debt.
It's a tough situation.
I would hope you could even go to the groom's family and be like, hey, we're in this really hard spot. Like, is there any way that you would want to contribute a little bit more? If not, no worries. But then just have a small wedding. You don't need to go into debt for it.
Yeah.
If I could go back,
Especially-
I would have had a smaller wedding.
Yeah, especially like with interest rates, like, no, don't go into debt. Don't go down. I just feel like that is a rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
And I'm just putting myself in maybe your daughter's point of view. I feel like she's gonna understand and she's
Yeah.
just gonna appreciate the effort, right? I feel like
Yeah.
all the extravagant stuff, obviously our wedding was great, loved it, but it's all about like the small things and the effort that people put in. I remember my sister baked a special groomsman cake for me. And
Yeah, that was so cute.
like I love that. Like I think it's the small things that make a big difference. And I feel like there could be a way for maybe they don't have to pay for everything, but maybe they have a neighbor that has a great backyard that you could do the wedding in, or someone they know.
Yeah.
And you can maybe try and use the church chairs, try and find somebody that could maybe help with the food. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of ways that you could make it an amazing wedding without having to go get out alone. I feel like a lot of people are willing to help in those situations, and you just kind of have to be humble enough to ask for, could you help with a certain piece of it? You know what I mean?
I agree. Completely.
Yeah, that one's tough. I feel for her in that situation.
Yeah.
But don't
Like-
go into debt for that. It's not worth it.
Well, and it, like, yes, that is your daughter's special day,
Mhm.
but it's also just a day. Like, she's gonna be with him forever, and it's not like that's not gonna be like a make or break situation type of thing. And so, don't go into debt.
And last thing on this, if I was the daughter and I knew my mom took out a loan, I would feel so guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would be thinking about it all the time when I'm planning the wedding. Do I get this? Do I get that? I would be a little on edge and would not want to put my mom out even further. And I'd feel like
Mhm.
putting all this debt on her. I feel like that could make it a lot worse.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
agree.
Sad.
Okay, next question. Hey, legally friends. My mother-in-law is one of the nicest people I know. Love her to death, but she is late to everything.
Mm.
Like, not just 10 minutes late, 45 minutes to an hour every single time. Birthday parties, Sunday dinners, holidays. Thanksgiving was my breaking point. The whole family waited almost an hour. The turkey dried out. The kids were melting down. I told my husband I want to say something to her directly, and he shut it down. He says that's just how she is, and I'll only cause drama. I don't think asking someone to be on time is unreasonable. He thinks I need to let it go. So what's the verdict? Do I say something, or do I just start telling her dinner's at 3 when it's really at 4?
We have a chronically late sister named Rachel Parcell.
Yeah.
We just have to lie to her and say dinner's at 3 when it's really at 4. So give her a buffer. I don't think you need to go talk to her and be like, "You're late, that's so rude." If anything, let the husband do it, but just, like, give her a
Right.
buffer. Also, if you're that worried about the turkey drying out, just start and say, "I'm sorry you're an hour late, we had to start without you."
That's what we do with Rachel. If she's not there, it happened on Sunday.
Yeah.
It happened on Sunday. We called her, we're like, "Hey, dinner's gonna be ready in 10 minutes." 10 minutes later, she wasn't there, we started. She walked in, she was like, "Hey, you guys started without me," and we were like, "Well, we told you." And then she just served up her and her kids, and then it was fine.
Yeah.
But we do that with Rachel, we give her a buffer.
That's true, but you guys are all late a lot. Can I push from the other side, though?
You
Yes.
always push from the other side, but okay.
So you have to have both perspectives. You can't just, be on one
Okay.
side. It's my mom. I would be like, I don't want to start without my mom being here. You know what I mean?
So then you say something to your
Then you need to talk to your own mom, not the daughter-in-law.
don't
She
make
just
the
got
daughter-in-law the
mad.
bad guy.
Wait, is this story really about is this your mom? Is this your own story?
My mom is not really for any.
Oh.
You think Dick and Diane are late to anything? No, no,
No.
no. I don't know. I agree with you guys. I do think you tell her dinner's at wherever 3 and it's really at 4. It does make me mad when we
It's
say
not
we're gonna do something
worth
and we're
an
late.
explosive fight. It's just not.
You have to pick and choose your battles, and you kinda gotta pick and choose which, like, hill you're gonna die on. Being late to dinner, I don't think that's a hill you should die on.
But if their wait's like a birthday party, I'd be so mad.
You start without her then. You start without her. You told her the time, she's not there, she'll be late. Here's what
I agree.
Michael says. This is Michael's biggest advice to us always. Do not be so easily offended.
If you start the birthday party and she gets all mad, that's when you say, "I told you what time it started, you chose to be late."
And so you saying like just let it go. I agree. I get what you're saying, and I've had to learn how to do that with you all because you can be late. So I learned how to kind of let that go
I'm
now.
actually never late. I'm an on-time person.
I'm usually 10 minutes late.
I am an on-time person. But Zach, if it bothered you, would you want Megan to go talk to Diane or would you go talk to Diane?
No, for sure. I know what you're saying. Trust me. Especially if it's the mother-in-law. When it comes to like the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, that's when it gets even more tricky because
Well,
you gotta schedule that.
especially, like, with the daughter, if it really bothers the daughter-in-law, like, I kinda feel like the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law situation is already a little tricky.
Yeah.
So
The
it's
little
like
boy,
yeah, with her little baby boy.
Her little guy.
So it's like, either she needs to talk to the husband and try to get the husband to see where she's coming from, and then the husband can be like, "Hey, like, don't be late anymore, or we're just gonna starting without you," like, because
You're-
sorry, that's rude. I get why she's bugged because it is rude. It's annoying, but again, give her a buffer.
Also, it's her choice. If she doesn't care that she's an hour late, then it's on her.
I agree. So the verdict is give her a buffer and just start when the
Yep.
other time you say you want to
Yep.
start.
Yep.
Okay. Last one, really quick. I think this one really applied to you all. Says, I need an outside opinion because I've been stewing on this for 2 weeks. Just got back from a big family beach trip with my husband's side. It was amazing, but on the last night, someone snapped a group photo right after I got out of the ocean. Hair wrecked, no makeup, eyes half shut. The worst photo I've ever taken. My sister-in-law posted it on a carousel on her Instagram for her 9,000 followers without asking.
Uh-oh.
I I texted her super casually and asked if she could swap it out. She said, OMG, stop, you look great, and left it up. I think it's a basic courtesy to swap a photo if someone asks. She thinks I'm being dramatic. My husband says I'm overthinking it. Am I wrong here?
No.
This one is
I would be
very
bugged.
true for you all.
I would be bugged. We've done that before. If Emily or Rachel post something that I don't like, I'm like, excuse me,
They've made
delete
me delete
that.
stuff before.
Delete that and choose a different picture.
But
Pick
it's
a
like-
different picture where I'm not in it. I don't need to be in it, but like, don't do that picture where I look bad just because you look good.
But where the sister-in-law was like, you're fine.
No, that's rude.
So then, but what do? You go back to her and say, no, like, please delete it?
Well, it is different because it's a sister-in-law. Like, if it was you, I would be like, listen here, you dumb little, if you want me to pick up your kids and run your carpools, you will be deleting that picture.
Yeah.
And then you would delete the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with a sister-in-law, you can't really say that.
I'd probably text her gonna be like, hey, I just don't like that picture of me. Is there any way you would delete it? Here's my favorite. When you take a group photo and they like airbrush themselves and make themselves look pretty, and then they leave everybody else chopped.
Okay, so the verdict for you guys is
I would tell her.
I don't think she's being dramatic enough.
so you're gonna follow up with another text. You're saying,
Yeah.
hey, like
Yes.
this actually bugs me a lot.
Yes, I don't think she's being dramatic enough. I think she should
Yeah.
stand her ground.
Please delete the photo.
No, literally, it's like, who are you? Like, no. If I say I don't like the picture, take it freaking down.
Yeah.
My perspective is, who cares? Leave it up.
Of
What-
course.
Whatever. You're a guy. You don't
Yeah.
get it.
who
You don't
cares?
get it.
Those 9,000 people, shoot, they saw me with a bad picture.
I mean, I looked so disgusting on the last podcast, blown up to here, and you guys didn't care and you didn't delete it. You left it.
Yeah, that is true.
So
Rough.
I had to just get over it. You know, I should have been more prepared.
Well, that was your own fault
That
because
was
you have like
your fault.
you had technical issues.
difficulties.
Every single week.
Well, now I don't because Amy came and set me all up.
Yeah, because I came and did it for you.
I know, it's
Wait.
much better.
I needed to do my sister rankings because I want to do something different this time.
Oh yeah.
Last thing.
I
Whether interviewing us.
Okay.
Why the hell would you be first?
Actually, I'm gonna. Okay, so bottom number 3. She's not gonna be happy, but number 3 is gonna be Rachel.
Obviously.
But it was quite the week.
It was quite the week.
And then I'm gonna go Amy at number 2.
What the hell?
You did help a lot, but I didn't talk to you the whole week. After that whole podcast, you kind of went dark on me.
No, well,
Emily-
you went dark. You went dark.
Wait,
Sir, I was trying to give you your space and for you to cool down.
Emily
Yeah.
had the real one though. She was talking to me. She talked me through it.
I
And
did.
she helped. She was cool.
This is the thing. I knew you were talking at nauseum with this one. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bring it up to him. Maybe he's sick of talking it because Lord knows I'm sick of talking about it. So I would just call Megan and the boys.
No, I appreciate that. I get that. But-
We talked you through it. I'm like, put therapist on my resume, you know?
But I had a spin for this week.
Okay, let's hear it.
I want to hear Amy's rankings of the brother-in-laws.
Oh, this is a hard one.
Ooh.
This is a hard one because I'm so close with you all. And I genuinely feel like you're all my best friends.
Let's hear it, Amy. Let's hear it.
I would say Taylor's number 1
Always.
because, you know, sister wives.
Sister wives.
I would say I don't know. It's really a toss-up between you and Drew.
Taylor is always your number 1.
This is the thing.
Why
this
do
is
I
the
put
thing.
you at 1 all the time?
Well, because it's not hard to compete with these losers.
Taylor's
This is
a
the thing.
hard one to compete with, Zach.
Taylor's a nice guy. He really is.
Me and Taylor are besties, and we love to play Nintendo together. Gray was devastated when I left yesterday because we didn't get to play Nintendo. Drew is being like really, really helpful right now, and
I'm
my
number
house.
3.
So Drew right now is number 2. You're gonna have to go number 3.
Wow.
Sorry.
You know what?
I mean, you did just put me at
You know,
2, so
sucks to suck, Zach. Suck it.
now
You
you
know
know how
what?
Rachel feels.
Yeah.
Damn. She must not really care like me. But yeah, now I get it. I get it though. That's I'm not gonna be putting you at 1 much more since you just went at 3. That was a good twist. That was good to hear why
I like that.
is. Okay, that's the end of this episode number 6.
Love you all. Sponsor us. You guys, we need some sponsors. Who should we get? I think Celexa should sponsor us and Diet Coke. And Carmelo. Imagine if we had those 3 sponsors.
No.
And DoorDash.
Oh my god.
DoorDash.
Yeah,
Sponsor us.
please.
We should be the spokespeople for Celexa. Like, if they ever do a commercial or like anything, we need to be the spokespeople.
They won't want me on that commercial.
They will not want you, but they will.
No. The natural healthy people who like don't believe in that will want Zach.
Yes.
But like, Celexa, call us.
Wow, what an end to the episode. All right. Thanks for watching. Go subscribe, follow us on Instagram, send us your jury moments so we can talk about them next week. Bye.
Bye.